Greetings, everyone. So I'm trying to deliver some information to you all. So I'm trying to bless the place, make sure I deliver it in the most consistent way to help somebody. Clear the space of all ego and drama bullshit. So, and y'all receiving of information as well. So I just want to come and bring y'all the update for my Queen Afua's Sacred Woman Rites of Passage program. So I did the video for the first half of the program. You might want to check that out. But in this video, I'm going to do a quick review of the first half of the program and then go into really what I got out of the second half of the program, and then do a recap of this program and compare it to what's it called, Landmark Forum and Landmark Worldwide programs for self-development. So that you should see a black Queen Afua, excuse me, black cultural spiritual program versus a white base esoteric mental memory program. So I will discuss the two at the end quickly and show you the difference of my point of view thus far. Alright, so if you're interested in that, let's go. Sorry. So I did the Queen Afua's program. It's 12 weeks, and I did the first 6 weeks already on the other one, but I'll do it really quickly with you all. So the first week was really looking in yourself and gauging your metrics of mind, body, and spirit, so to see where you're going to start out with the program. The second week is a sacred word, and my challenge was really what first words out of my mouth in the morning, since I'm single, was usually when I was driving and screaming at someone, "Move, bitch, get out the way," or something like that. And I was like, those are the first words of my mouth, out of my mouth in the morning, almost every day, 5 days out of the week. First thing I'm saying out of my mouth is "move, bitch, get out the way," or something like that. So I thought that wasn't good. And then the words that I use with myself, those are words that I needed to work on to set myself, speak life into myself. So week 3 was sacred food, and I started being as vegan as possible. I'm not vegan now that the program is over, but I'm trying to get back to vegan. Yeah, so that's my story. I'm trying to get back to vegan. And week 4 was sacred movement. And there I really got back into dance the first half of the week, because I was a cheerleader and a gymnast, and dance is part of my childhood, and who I thought I was going to be as a child. And then I got out of it, and so the first week I did some dance, but in the mornings, every morning you're supposed to wake up at 4. I woke up at 4:30 usually, to get a bath, a shower, and then do your rituals. And then after that, I would go dance. And maybe I was doing it wrong, but whatever. I would go dance, and then I would be sweaty again. I was like, oh, nah, can't do that. So I took Sacred Movement Week to be being still, because I know that that's my biggest hang up, is usually with my spirituality, is that I do not meditate as much as I need to, or as much as at all, hardly. I'm all about information and getting information, but I do not take the time to meditate. So I knew that was like, opportunity to do what I know I need to do for myself, and actually be still in movement week, because I couldn't keep on sweating. So after sacred movement, there was sacred beauty, and there I really challenged myself to deep condition my hair every freaking week. And it's looking a lot better, I must say. But it's a pain in the butt. But I got a system, and if you got here through the hair videos, then I will definitely be having a hair video coming up. I have a blow drying method on low heat, and I think it really is going to work out well for some of you, as well as I found a perfect, the absolute perfect just like a wash, not wash and go, wash set. I don't know, a braid, two braids, like the Native Americans. Perfect. Everything is stretched out because my hair used to be so fragile. Oh, sorry, this is something else. My hair used to be so fragile that it would break, so I don't like to touch it too much. Anyway, so video coming up, I swear. Okay. Week, sorry about that. And then week 6 was the end of that video, the first video, and that was Sacred Space, and that I was coming in my final weeks of moving up to my grandmom's apartment, so that, you know, she would be comfortable in the middle of the night, someone to be there to take care of her, because she was, if you don't know, my grandma passed away recently, and just being in the bedroom next to her so that I could check on her during the night. So that was the first 6 weeks of the program. So now I'm going to go into the second 6 weeks. The second 6 weeks was week, week 6 was Sacred Vision. After Sacred Beauty. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Sacred Space, right. Alright, then Sacred Healing, and that was during our Ascension or our graduation play that we had to choose a gateway. So this is my gateway. Sekhmet is the goddess of the gateway, and she has been my girl for the last, this last stints into spirituality, because I've been in spirituality on and off for a lot of time in my life. So this one, the first deck of cards that I ever got, my Oracle deck, it's like, I'm not going to say it's 72 cards, or something like 58 or 72 cards. And the first card I ever drew out of this deck, or the first card I ever drew ever in a deck, was Sekhmet. She was like, honey, I got your back, honey. Honey, I got your back. I'm here. And I was like, there's got to be more than one Sekhmet card in this deck. And there was not. The first card I ever drew out of this deck, my first deck ever, was Sekhmet. And I knew then forever, that's my girl. So I have a statue of her on my altar or whatever. And then I'm a Leo, so Team Leo in basic astrology. Not sidereal, but basic astrology. Oh, tropical astrology. I'm a Leo sun, Leo rising, but I'm a Pisces moon. So anyway, so Sekhmet's my girl. And her gateway was about healing, and I was really going into this program for healing. If you want to watch that long-ass, sad-ass video, go for it. Bring a tissue. But yeah, I was going in there for healing. So that was the first gateway of the second half of the second half of the program. Correct? Yes. Okay. So the second week. No, I don't want to even do it like that. The 8th week of the program. Yeah, week 8. There you go. It was a sacred relationship, and I was trying to go through this program to bond the relationship, heal the relationship between my mom and myself, as well as my dad and myself, because in that long ass video, I only found out about maybe 4 years ago now, that I really went through a lot of childhood trauma that I ignored and I never told anybody about for the sake of the family. All of that psychological stuff I was still having walk around with me every day of my life, in every situation of my life. So I went and tried to heal my relationships with them and the blame that I have and had for them. So especially with my mom, my grandmom was very close to her last days. So she and I were teaming up to take care of my grandmom day and night. And she had the days, I had the nights. So we teamed up to take care of my grandma, so that was a sacred relationship. And then, you know, I tried to talk to my dad and really get some clarity with my dad, spend some time with my father. but I need to get back onto that, I will admit. Anyway, so Sacred Union Week is when my grandma actually passed away. And so it was interesting for me in Sacred Union to watch her become one with the divine and the stages that she went through. Especially, 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the mornings. It was an interesting week, very interesting week. Especially because she was in the bedroom next to me. So it was a very interesting week. That's what I'm going to say about that. So that was my Sacred Union week, watching her be in Sacred Union. And then Sacred Lotus Blossom Week, I guess it was the week of the funeral. And my cousins were here, all from wherever around. And then I think that week I got my Akashic Records reading. Akashic Records are the records of your lifetimes. And you could actually look at several of your lifetimes, but who I got my reading from actually looked at 2 lifetimes. And one lifetime, she said that I actually started a religion, quote unquote religion. I won't say what type of religion. And then another lifetime, I was a warrior protecting information and my homeland. So, which both of those I feel in my soul. And she said when I was a warrior, I actually died by getting stabbed in the stomach. And actually I was born with a, what looks like a C-section cut. And I was born with this before, I was just born with it. So I thought that was very interesting, even on both accounts, because that actually, my birthday is the same exact birthday as Harry Potter, the character. July 31st, 1980 was when Harry Potter was born. That's the same exact day I was born. And, stolen legacy and all. So it was very interesting to me how everything is coming back together. Okay, so sure. And Sacred Blossom Week, and then Sacred Time Week, and then it was finally the time where I actually could sit and pay attention and replay my Akashic Records reading. And so it had a vision, or she told me about a time where I was beginning an alchemy religion. Oh, well, there you go. And a time where I was a warrior protecting information in my homeland. And then in this lifetime and all the things that my purpose was in this lifetime. Wow. This shall be an interesting ride. And if you check me out now on my YouTube channel, it's going to be funny what you see, from what I feel in the next 10 years of my life, of what life is about to be, is going to be such a ride to watch, because I am non-basic right now. It's like, no, not basic right now. So yeah, keep rocking with me. Week 12 was your mesh connect, and that was your purpose. So my purpose was supposed to be in the music, and I sang. I can sing, and it's so funny because, oh yeah, one of these later weeks I did some substance, and it unlocked my fear of singing now. So now my singing is okay. So at my Ascension play, I sang a little bit. And if I get some guts, I might sing right now. So yeah, I sang a little bit. Let's see. And I did all the weeks right. Alright, hold up. Yeah, I think I did. Alright. So yeah, this program, what time am I on? Okay, cool. So this program was spiritual, cultural, no religion. There was a prayer or 2 prayers that It called every religion, all the different sects of religion, said everyone's greeting everybody hi. So yeah, so this is okay, yeah, I was thinking this one. Okay, so this is Queen Afua is one of her songs for our program. I can't believe I'm about to do this. Whatever. All right, so I can feel my wound of healing in me. I can feel my wound of healing healing me. No more anger, no more disease, no more pain and codependency. I can feel my wound of healing in me. Thank you very much. So I did that in my ascension, but only the short version. So I was like, I gotta do a long version, but whatever. So that's my review of Queen Afua. It really helped me. I actually feel healed in myself, and I have, you know, substances that she provides to heal me until I click it on my brain. I don't need the substances anymore. What else? Oh yeah, so both of the programs, Queen Afua's Sacred Rites of Passage, Sacred Women's Rites of Passage, as well as Landmark Forum, cost different amounts. And there's you pay for the amount for the tuition, and then there's also I would say a maintenance fee of either you doing transportation down to your closest Landmark Forum station or whatever you want to call it, site, or versus all the supplies that you need for Queen Afua. What was the most expensive for me, Queen Afua, was not most expensive because you could do a ring if you want, and that's of course expensive. But the other very expensive got to be the bath salt. I was going through about $20 of bath salt every week. And luckily I'm a crystal junkie. I have a bunch of crystals. I'm not going to even show you. I'll do another video about my crystals. So I'm a crystal junkie. Good. I'm trying to do under 20 minutes. So I had the crystals for it. But candles and bath salt was pretty much the biggest thing that I was going through, like water. And what else? I guess that's it. Oh, and the oils are expensive as well. So I made a way I just made a way. Make a way women. And I guess that's it. So, yeah. And both programs, Landmark and Queen Afua's Sacred Woman program, actually have extensions where you can actually do more programs under their umbrella. And I have not at this point, but we'll see in the future if I do. So I guess that's it. All right, wrapping it up. Under 20. Peace out, Cub Scouts.